Okay, guys, this is Tyler. This is my dad's 1962 502 wheel horse. It does not have the original engine. It's been through a few engines. This is the Kohler Magnum 8 horse. When I got this engine, it was on a parking lot sweeper. The fuel pump was out, carburetor was in disarray, so we stuck a Tecumseh carburetor on it for a while and pulled it off about a month or month and a half ago. Stuck a Kohler on it, carburetor off of an old K series, and also the air filter assembly off of a K 161, and it ran okay but leaked. Bowl gaskets were bad, plus the choke was wrong. So I went over to the repair shop and talked to him, the owner, and he says, well, I got this carburetor out here on this K91, and he says it's been rebuilt and everything like that, so he gave me the carburetor. Then we replaced the rear end in this tractor, stuck the belt guard from the 753 on it. Now I don't know, I'm sure someone will chime in and tell me, but this thing's got the 61 gas tank on it. I don't know what all else it has from 61 on it, but I do know it's the last year for that front axle. When I went to hook up the plow, I noticed that the lift wasn't right on it. It would only lift a couple inches, not majorly high like it's supposed to. So we removed that, put a chain in there, and it lifts fine now. But was this tractor here supposed to have the same plow as a 61 701? Because that's the deck from this tractor right here, and it's the same one that the 701 takes. This deck here is parts. But like I said, you can, if I go in here, you'll see that it's chained up to be able to lift as high as it's supposed to. The rear rims are off of a C101 that we parted out. They're the solid ones. I don't remember what the guy said the rear end was out of, but it is a regular 3-speed rear end. There was one thing I forgot to show you, and I'll have to go dig it out. But the front axle is not original either. I replaced it a few years ago. Had to go clean up near South Bend to a guy on Craigslist to buy that front axle. The original front axle, the spindles or kingpins, whatever you want to call them, were shot. This tractor would pop the front tires off here and there. The whole entire thing was wore out. But this one here is pretty decent. But I'm gonna fire this thing up for you. And let's see. Okay, that's 753. I'll set you on the homemade blade, if I can get a good shot. Okay. Sorry about the mess right now. I'm kind of like in the middle of cleaning stuff up. fires first pull or second. It's got a couple oil leaks, but the engine basically has no hours. And yes, I got the kill switch hooked up, and it still works, surprisingly. That's the original kill switch. Alright, I set you guys down so I could go get the front axle. I should have drug it out before the video. Okay, here's the front axle. The original. You see it's wore up through there. On both sides. This one's even worn out on the outside. Every time we get on a angle or anything like that, it pop a tire off. The whole entire thing are just worn out. It was one of these moved, but somebody broke the original drag link or whatever you call it and rigged that up. But yeah, it seen better days, and I'm just happy we're getting it fixed up. But like I said, that was the original deck for that 502. Reason why Dad quit using it was, well, originally he quit using it because this kept popping out back in after he got it in the 90s. But now, since it's been sitting, the pulley's just all rusted up here and ate up. But here's what I wanted to show you guys also. See, this is the lift link for this tractor's deck, and here's the one for the 754. And yes, this is the mower deck that was on it the other day when I shot that video. See, this thing's different. It's even longer than what that other one is. And like I said, there's the belt that blew in the, or after the other video was shot. But yeah, this deck is gonna go back on the 754 once everything's done to the 754. There it is, the 754. It's got an 8-horse Magnum right now to run it around the yard. I've We ran it a couple times, but once the original engine's fixed, it's going to go back together. And this back here, I don't know if you can see it very well, but that's the trans pulley, and yes, it's walked off the shaft a little bit, but we can't get it to budge. You can see the outside edge, I don't know how well you can see it, it's just ate up. That trans pulley needs to be replaced. It walked off into the belt guard, and the belt guard's over here near where I stuck the mower deck, and you can see it's ate up right around in here. There's actually a hole, but we can't do anything about it. But that's pretty much all that's been going on around here. One other thing, the engine pulley that's on this 502, I got it from work. It's the only wheel horse pulley that was left up there for these early models. You see that block? It came off of there. That engine was froze up. And anyway, it was originally a wheel horse engine. I'm probably gonna, well, need to put it away, but I'm gonna look and see how well how badly the block is, and if I can, I'll rebuild that engine later at a later date, because I got the piston in there along with the rod and crank. Anyway, before my boss died last year, I seen that engine sitting up there fully together. He told me, he says, "You'll never get that pulley off that shaft." Well, he was right. I couldn't get it off, but I knew someone who could. The local repair shop did it for me. They heated it up with a torch, let it cool down a little bit, then drenched it with water so the cast iron wouldn't crack. Then the set screw came out, then they had to reheat it and do the same process, and then used an air hammer. It walked right off the shaft. I usually take all my pulleys that I need to get off over to there, and they do a pretty good job. But that's basically all that's going on around here. I gotta do some more work, but that mower deck there's gonna be a pain in the butt to get those belts off. I've never done one of them, but my dad has, so he'll help me with that. I may have the belts, I have to look. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later.